A very good afternoon to you. Sleet and snow forecast for next week. In the meantime, so much colder, wet and wintry for some of us, with the return of frosty and icy nights. An awful lot of cloud out there on the earlier satellite and radar picture. The best, the brighter skies through Pembrokeshire, parts of the southwest, through into the East Midlands and East Anglia. The remnants of earlier rain pulling away from the southeast after a bit of a soaking. Further north, much chillier. Temperatures so much lower through parts of Scotland and northern England with the cold air. Sleet and snow across the highest ground of eastern Scotland will tend to fade, but staying quite rainy and sleety across those eastern counties, with the misty low cloud keeping it grey all day. Elsewhere, a better end to the week, a fine end to the day. Some breaks in the cloud here and there. And then tonight turning so much colder through Scotland and northern England. Frosty with a chance of lows of -10 through the glens. Further south, rain heads in once more with some sleet and some snow for Wales. Good evening to you. Sleet and snow forecast for next week. In the meantime, so much colder, wet and wintry weather to come for some of us. And freezing, frosty, icy nights return as temperatures slide away. Much of the action across southern Britain in the next 24 hours. Rain turning to sleet and snow across Wales and higher ground of southern England. And then we've got another very cold night in store tomorrow night as temperatures fall. A widespread frost, the chance of ice. Rain returns to the south on Sunday. For the rest of us, clearer and staying so cold. Temperatures so much lower than we've seen in the last couple of days. As for the next few hours, temperatures fall across Scotland and northern England. Widespread frost as well as ice and occasional rain, giving some sleety wet snow, particularly across the highest ground. Further south, temperatures so much lower than recent nights. Another night, another batch of wet weather, the third night in a row to see extensive and steady rain working its way in from the southwest. And here, with the cold air, some sleet and hill snow across Wales into the small hours. And very much a split setup tomorrow morning. Clear, crisp, but so cold across Scotland and northern England. Brighter sky, but barely above freezing, if at all. Frosty and icy. Further south, a very chilly day, wet and increasingly wintry, with snow across parts of Wales, particularly across the higher ground, into the south and North Midlands and higher ground of the home counties. A wintry mix all day, blustery and wet to the southwest, and temperatures so low compared to the last few days. So much colder and a bitter biting easterly breeze. Further north, clearer, but staying barely above freezing, even with that brighter sky.